Hello, Mountaineer Nation. As the West Virginia University Mountaineers fell to the Memphis Tigers in the Frisco Bowl in Frisco, Texas, sponsored by Scooter's Coffee, 42-37. West Virginia fell short. But there's one thing you must know. West Virginia showed up last night to play a football game, and that's what they did in that second half. And you know who was the lead dog in that. Yes, it was Garrett Green, no doubt about it. And yes, I've watched him for over 2 years blossom into a fine quarterback. And you know what I like most about Garrett Green? Is he never put his head down last night. He never put his head down. And he was supported by his coach. He had a bad first half, but he showed who he was and what he was, and what the West Virginia University brand was in the second half. You know about it. Garrett Green left, right, up the middle. 66-yard run for a touchdown, 2 touchdowns through the air. That's who Garrett Green is. And just think, if the Mountaineers would have developed him over 4 years at the quarterback position, man oh man, what you would have seen. But despite that, he showed you that he was him last night in that Frisco Bowl. Yes, Memphis went to sleep because they thought West Virginia wasn't going to come out and fight for it. But under Chad Scott's leadership, they came out and fought. He fought for them during the game and after the game in the press conference, and they fought for him in the press conference and during the game. That's what leadership is about. It's about the people. It's not the business of jumping into the portal and not supporting what you signed up for. The guys that you saw putting out last night for West Virginia wanted to win that game. And they wanted it to win it for Chad Scott and the West Virginia University brand. They was not going to walk out on the Mountaineers. And that's what the West Virginia University brand is. And the leader of that brand is Garrett Green. The other players in the role that just really gave it their all: Hudson Clement, Rodney Gallagher, C.J. Donaldson was a force. He gained over 83 yards. He showed you what effort he had and what fight was in the dog. Wyatt Milam sit out this game, but he supported the team. Thomas Remack showed out on that offensive line. So did Jaquay Hubbard. So did Johnny Williams. I can keep naming them and claiming them. Nick Malone. Brandon Yates. On defense, Sean Martin, Moba, Ty French, Tyron Bradley, Tarnu. All of those guys chipped in last night and did what they had to do. Trey Lathan, T.J. Jackson. They said he was too small to play at the Power 4 level. He'll get a shot at the NFL. That's what it's about. Fighting for the brand. You did not see the whole team running into the portal. That's leadership, and that starts with Chad Scott. So if you ever give a shout out to him, send him some cards or postcards or whatever you got to do to tell him what a great job he did last night, changing that game plan in the second half. That's what it's all about, the brand, baby. And Rich Rod was over there taking notes, evaluating the talent for what is to come in Mountaineer football. And that's what it's all about. They showed up. So those that want to cry, don't cry. And don't feel sorry for the West Virginia University program, because this is the foundation for what is yet to come and what is yet to be realized. Give Rich some time to build his staff and develop the team over the next 2 years. Hopefully the players that stay will chip in and do what they can to get Rich Rod started. But yeah, I love reporting on the West Virginia University Mountaineers. I'll be coming on with more episodes about West Virginia University football, maybe a little basketball, but also reimagine sports, other sports stories that are going on. We can talk about the portal and other things. But I'm going to keep coming at you, and I thank you for sticking with me and continuing to be a viewer of my episodes. But West Virginia University, don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on West Virginia University football, because they've always been able to turn it around and make a go of it. And yes, West Virginia University can win a Big 12 championship and a national championship. You got to believe. And the right man is at the helm to make it happen. So I've been watching the program for years. And one guy had nerve enough to post on Facebook that the Penn State offensive coordinator turned down the West Virginia job. How can you turn it down and you never interviewed for it? And he wasn't going to beat Rich Rodriguez out anyway, because he's been a assistant coach. Rich Rod has been a Power 4 coach at any level that he coached at, except for Jack State. So he's coming with the goods. And that goods is that hard edge and leadership to the Mountaineer football program to bring it back to where it used to be. Hopefully he will retain Chad Scott as an assistant and lead recruiter, because he's done a great job and they respect Chad Scott in that building. So that's what it's all about. One minority voice, one view. C. Ivan Franklin at B. Frank for Real. Go Mountaineers. See ya!